If you're looking for FIFA Ultimate Team coins, make sure you check out hotfifacoins.com and use my discount code JarradHD to get 10% off your order. Enjoy the video, fellas. Previously on the Crystal Palace Career Mode series, we drew with Spurs at home, defeated Hull City to move into the final of the Capital One Cup, signed Fabian Delph on a free transfer, what a great signing, and brought Joel Campbell from Arsenal into the club for the rest of the season. Episode number 13 of Season 1, here we go. G'day guys, how's it going? It is Jarrad HD and welcome to episode number 13 of Season 1 of the Crystal Palace Career Mode series. We're going to kick off the episode with a home match up against the Toffees of Everton. Hopefully we can get a win against this Merseyside side. But in the last matchup when we played them, we did manage to beat them at Goodison Park, so hopefully we can continue on with that form. That would be absolutely crazy. Everton playing a very strong side as usual. Brian Oviedo, one of my personal favourites from Everton, getting a start in the left back position. But we're going to push on now, 26 minutes into it, as Pienaar plays it off to Ross Barkley. A good finish there from the English international to get it past Julian Speroni and give Everton an unfortunate 1-0 advantage. Not happy with that, would have hoped to have a clean sheet, but Everton, they are a class side. They're sitting fifth place in the season at the moment, so hopefully we don't concede too many from them. But Morales just puts it wide to the left hand side of the post in the 33rd minute, not what you want. Pushing on though, just before half time, Fraser Campbell is on the ball, getting past young John Stones. He hits the post, and unfortunately Everton are able to clear the danger. We're not able to get a goal before half time. A good save there from Julian Speroni, and then the ball is cleared, but it goes straight back into Everton's possession as Gareth Barry is going to be able to slot it past Speroni and unfortunately give Everton a 2-0 advantage. Not what you want. I thought that we were doing alright, but Everton, of course, were the better side in this game. Pushing on late on into the matchup, and 89 minutes into it, it is Pienaar whipping it into McGeady. McGeady with the strike and a good save there from Speroni. Oviedo to McGeady. McGeady another shot, another save, and John Stones. What a bloody miss, mate. Off balance, and he just smashes it into row Z. But unfortunately, we are unable to get any goals back, losing 2-0 to a very decent Everton outfit. Not what you want, lads. As we pushed on though, we are on transfer deadline day, and Arsenal have accepted our loan offer for Joel Campbell, so he's going to be joining us next season as, not next season. Oh, I just choked on my own spit. Not next season, this season. Fabian Delph is somebody that's going to be joining us next season as we bring him in on a free transfer for next season. That is a great piece of business, if I must say so myself. But as we push on here, Burnley do put in a £1.1 million offer for 31-year-old striker Glenn Murray, and of course I am going to accept that. And we get another transfer offer here. This time it is from Bolton for Jimmy Kebe. He's injured at the moment, and I want to bring in a little bit more youth and get a little bit more money for the right mid position, so I do accept that. Glenn Murray has been sold to Burnley, so the board has given us £925,000 to add into the piggy bank. And then Jimmy Kebe has gone to Bolton for £450,000, so that's £375,000 into the piggy bank. As we push on late in the transfer deadline day, we're also going to try to sign Gary Cahill on a free. That would be absolutely remarkable, but unfortunately we don't get the piece of business in on time as transfer deadline day expires, and that's going to be the end of the window. As we push on into the second matchup of the episode, we're going to be travelling to the King Power Stadium in Leicester to take on Leicester City. Very decent side in real life, but on FIFA, of course, their overall would be very, very low. But they are known for their fighting ability, so maybe they will be able to fight from the last position and defeat us and get off the bottom of the table. They have a very decent side when you look at it, better than a side like Burnley and a relegation scrapper like that. but we are playing a strong side as well, and Bolo OP starting up front. Hopefully he can bag a few goals, but as we push on here, it is going to be Leicester on the attack as Mahrez passes it to Danny Simpson in the stroke of half time. He lays it off to Drinkwater, and unfortunately Chris Wood, the Kiwi international, one of the players that we were looking at the start of the season, does give Leicester a 1-0 advantage. And then on the second half, it is going to be David Nugent getting it to Chris Wood, and Chris Wood unfortunately picks up his bloody second goal to give Leicester a 2-0 advantage. And I'm not going to lie, Leicester were all over us this matchup, but we do get a little bit of relief as in the 90th minute, Campbell is on the ball passing it to Jednak. Jednak, he gets past the defender, goes for the shot, but Danny Simpson brings him down in the box, and it is a definite penalty in my opinion. Referee pointing to the spot. Mila Jednak, GGEA, that great animation. But Jednak, he's going to step up now. And he puts it straight down the bloody middle. I thought the keeper was going to dive, but that just rounds up how our day had been. We lose 2-0 to Leicester City. Not the result that you want at all. The third matchup of the episode is going to be at home, taking on second place Newcastle United. And I apologise if you can hear the bird in the background. It's only 8 o'clock in the morning, so I don't know why he's going off his chops. But we need to take on the side from the Tyne-Wear side, and hopefully get a victory. Newcastle, they've always been a bogey team for us this season. We did beat them in the Capital One Cup, but when we played them in the league earlier in the season, they were very, very strong. They are playing a strong side. Gouffran up front is somebody that we need to watch out for. So hopefully we can keep them at bay, but only 2 minutes into it, Moussa Sissoko, one of my favourite players from last FIFA, whips it into De Jong, and unfortunately De Jong does get the goal, but it is going to go down as an own goal. And look at that, it could have had 2 deflections, and what the hell was our defenders doing? I think, who was that? Who is that? Curtis Davies, number 29. He absolutely, I don't know what he was doing. He could have got pinned for a handball if that was on. But 17 minutes into the game, Johnson passing it to O'Keefe. O'Keefe, he's running, sees Johnson's run, backheels it, and what a strike there from Johnson. Andy Johnson, the former QPR and the former Fulham man, getting a goal to tie things up, and he seems to be very overpowered in this game in my opinion. But on the stroke of the second half, Williams gets a tackle off the kickoff, one-on-one with Krul immediately, and he slots it past him very calmly to give us a shocking 2-1 lead over second place Newcastle. Not expecting that at all. What a great piece of individual brilliance from Williams. And yet again, it's going to be O'Keefe on the ball. He plays a great ball over the top to Johnson. Johnson with the strike on the half volley, and he gives us a 3-1 advantage. Nobody would have expected us to be up 3-1 against Newcastle, but we have done it. Andy Johnson showing signs of brilliance, and we have managed to defeat Newcastle United 3-1 at home. The home fans definitely helped us, but that is a remarkable victory. Good news here though, as Barry Bannan will be returning to the side. Awesome stuff. The final matchup of the episode is going to be another challenging one. We are taking on first place Arsenal. So we've had second place and first place back to back. Not fun at all. But Arsenal, very good side on FIFA. Hopefully we can take them down, but I'm not expecting anything special. We're playing a relatively weak side, as our next game is the Capital One Cup final. I almost said Champions League final. That would have been amazing if our next match was the Champions League final, but that'll be in a few seasons hopefully. But this is the Arsenal side. They're playing Vickers in goal over Szczesny, which is a weird choice. But 61 minutes into the game, Flamini passed it to Alexis Sanchez. A nice little dink over Speroni there from Alexis Sanchez. Gives Arsenal a 1-0 advantage. Not what we wanted. We were doing very well up to this point in this matchup. But Flamini yet again causing problems as he passed it to Podolski. Back to Flamini. The Frenchman looking for somebody, jumps over the defender, takes it himself, and that is a great individual goal from Flamini, giving Arsenal a 2-0 victory and basically wrapping up this matchup. My defending didn't help. I am a poor defender on this game, but Arsenal are a very decent side. Unfortunately, we lose 2-0 to first place Arsenal to wrap up the episode. Lads, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you smash that like button. The final of the Capital One Cup will be up very soon. Make sure you leave some questions down below in the comments section, as I'll be doing a live video for the Capital One Cup final and we'll be answering your questions. Make sure that you leave a like if you enjoyed the episode, subscribe if you aren't new around here, follow me on Twitter at JarradHD, but most importantly guys, have an amazing day. It's been Jarrad HD here, I'm out, peace.